For those of us just joining, we started our show with a comment from somebody who called us hucksters.
You know, the fact that there are people that post a negative comment, that we have so much nerve charging for our time or our intellectual property, or that we promote that we have stuff to sell. Like, okay, I don't know how you sell stuff. Do you not tell people about stuff you sell? Why should I be ashamed of promoting my goods?
If I come into your restaurant, you giving me a free cheeseburger?
It's just crazy. If you don't know how to go about the process of making difficult decisions for your business, then you have to find trusted resources.
So what you're saying is, if you're struggling, you need to do better.
We don't pontificate about things we haven't actually experienced, seen, fixed, overcome, moved on from something in some capacities.
Been there. I've been there too.
Yes.
As a mortgage banker,
we lost 2 businesses when COVID hit.
As a mortgage banker, I worked on 100% commission. I was in the business for 30 years, and I experienced all of the ups and downs of the real estate trade. Recessions, global mortgage meltdown, the subprime crisis. Every time I had to go out there and find a way to reinvent my business model to go and make a living, because if I didn't find loans, I wasn't getting paid. Talk about how we pivoted with COVID.
Well, two businesses were shut down March 18th of 2020.
Oh, that's right. I had a music business that, St. Patrick's Day, my busiest day of the year, because I happen to not just be a rock star, I also sing Irish music. One of the things that I'm always kind of
I love this.
Jumping up and down about is business owners don't like to sell stuff.
Yeah.
They don't like to do marketing. They don't like to sell stuff. When we were out in Windsor, Connecticut last week, we went to this fantastic
A lot happened with that whole road trip.
It was a really wonderful afternoon. Of course, we don't really get out a lot. So it actually, for most people, it might have been really a nightmare, but for us, we were so excited to see other people. We were in this co-working space, and I saw this book sitting on a shelf, and Linda took my picture, and this is all it is. That's all it takes.
I mean,
pick up the phone.
There's more to it. Listen, when it comes to sales and selling, I'm the first one to tell you, I took training and workshops and courses, and I was in groups and stuff, because there is a lot of head trash about it. We were getting lambasted. If you saw the very beginning of our video, we were getting bashed for pitching and promoting what we sell here while we're trying to update people on these disaster programs.
Someone shamed us.
Yes.
This dude.
This was my favorite troll comment. So any of the other videos we did in response to a inaccurate troll comment, this one
pales in comparison.
Yeah. But that's not even my favorite. This is my favorite, where he tells us we should reveal our we don't have pets. We don't even have a fish.
We've got two plastic plants. That one there and another one in the other room.
We have bobcats, we have coyotes, we have owls, foxes, bears. If you want to stay in business, you got to sell shit. Period. Full stop. Where's the censor button?
You know, when you see all these CRMs that are being peddled on YouTube commercials and elsewhere, and all of these ways that people use to deflect and procrastinate and avoid doing the actual selling. Yes, I did see that, Michael.
We're seeing the same mistakes in 2023 that kept people from successfully going through this process efficiently
in 2020.
Yeah. And in fact,
they haven't learned.
And they were mistakes that were made even prior to COVID with business owners that were taking for granted that when they file their taxes, it is merely to reduce their tax liability, and not having any forecast, no future projections on what growth or what expansion plans could happen for their business, which means there's no goal setting. There's nothing being discussed that could happen. Where what happens if I need working capital? We've talked about some of the same things over and over again, which is exhausting.
Yesterday, I spoke to a fellow out in Indiana who has 2 very successful businesses, over $1 million in COVID loans between the 2 businesses. One of the businesses failed due to a regulatory issue totally out of the control of the business. And so he is considering hiring us to assist with having his other business purchase the failed business simply to assume the COVID-19 EIDL
Yeah.
because he said to me, personal bankruptcy is not an option for
Yes.
me. He said to me,
Yes.
because we have an intake survey before we do the phone call, we asked the question, how did you find us? And he said, I don't know. So on the phone, I said to him, I know how you found us. He goes, you do? I said, yes.
Direct mail.
Direct mail.
That's right.
Because we recently started an old-fashioned direct mail campaign.
Envelopes, handwritten,
We've
stamps.
gotten information for businesses that received the COVID-19 EIDL. We have their names and addresses.
He might be the only response so far, but ROI, baby.
And so
For itself.
we created a 3-page black and white insert that goes into the envelope. I hand address the envelope. I did 25 envelopes today alone. We sent those out and I recognized the name of his business and I went into our database and found it. And I said to Linda, oh my God, this is from the direct mail piece. You know, if you want to talk about selling like crazy and return on investment, this person, I mean, he spoke to me on the phone yesterday, so he paid for a 1-hour consultation. But weeks ago, he purchased our post-closing blueprint. We have our other YouTube channel, Simple Sense for Small Business. I invite you to hop on over there, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get our videos. But there's a whole playlist of videos. What we try to do is like make sense of things and keep it really simple, like this story I just shared with you about a direct mail campaign. Like, I like simple. I've done the complicated stuff. I've been on the internet chatting with folks and answering questions for free, not hucksterization.